going on, guys? We are going to be doing some work to the R32 today. So while the car is warming up, I'll just explain to you what we're going to do today. You can probably tell by the title. A very common issue with the R32 is that they have issues with the headlight harnesses, and my R32 is no exception. When I first got the car, the high beams worked and that was about it. The fog lights worked, but those are on a separate circuit, so that doesn't really have anything to do with the actual headlights. I thought it was just the bulbs, so I put new bulbs in, and still just the high beams worked. And then I temporarily had them fixed, and then it started popping fuses. That's all bad. There's a short somewhere. I think I figured it out, but that doesn't even matter because what we're doing today is we are going to be making brand new from scratch harnesses for the headlights. But I'm just super excited because this is the second video of the R32 on the channel and there's so much more to come. A nice totally stock RB20. We got one here. There's one in that 240 over there, and we also have one just sitting right here. I took the timing belt off this one because it had a brand new HKS timing belt, and that's like 100 and almost 200 bucks. And I got this motor for 260, and it came with that and brand new ARP head studs for the RB20. So I got over $400 worth of stuff for the motor alone. So I got very lucky with this motor. The timing belt will be going onto this motor and the head studs will be going onto the 240. But for now, we get to play around with these headlights. What's cool is these are actually the late model GTR headlights because they have the brackets here for the GTR grille. There's three different types of R32 headlights. There's the early model, the late model, and the N1. And these are the late model one. And I will be doing a GTR front end on this car, so it will be one less thing that I have to buy. So let's take the battery out first. One of the things I'm going to do is eliminate this relay because this relay is for the high beams. We're going to utilize both of these spots and we're going to be putting our own two relays in them. We will have one for high beam and one for low beam. And what's nice, we're going to be able to use the OEM fuse box so it looks good. What sucks is I went and I ordered 5 waterproof relays because I thought, you know, if it's going to be in the engine bay, let's make it waterproof. It doesn't fit, so if we were to use these, we would have to mount them externally, and I really don't want to do that, so we are going to use the stock fuse box setup, and we are just going to run our normal relays in there. So these could come in handy on something else, maybe even the 240. I'll have the links to all this stuff in the description so you can pick it up for yourselves. We have the OEM socket for the high beams. We have some loom, some more loom. We got heat shrink, crimps, and these are called diodes. These are really interesting. I never worked with them. The easiest way that I can explain this is essentially like a check valve for electricity. On your brake booster line, you'll notice that there is this guy here, and that is called a check valve. Basically what it does is it only lets air flow one direction. On this check valve, air can only travel that way, so boost isn't getting fed into the brake booster. And that's exactly what these diodes do, except with electricity. And these will come in handy because I want to have the high beams to come on with the low beams when I do the high beam switch, and just the low beams to come on by themselves when I do just the regular headlight switch. So this is how it's going to look when it's done. They're just in there like kind of snug, and they won't move around once we put the fuse box back together, so I'm not too worried about that. But I do think that that is a much cleaner look compared to having externally mounted waterproof relays. So next thing we have to do is unplug all the lights and then start taking the dash apart so we can get to the headlight switch. So I made some progress. We have this headlight is all wired up pretty much. There's still a couple things we got to do left. We have our high beam plug, and then we have our actual headlight that is plugged in, and then running to the relays, which we have just chilling. We have our ground for the relays is this wire. We're going to run it to the factory ground for the battery, which is down there. This red wire is the power for the lights, and I have that going to one of the old headlight fuses, so it's on a 15 amp circuit. The yellow wire here, that is our low beam, and the blue is the high beam. And I don't have any yellow wire, so it's actually turning from yellow to purple, but we still have blue to blue. These white wires are the wires that are going to go to the switch. So the low beam one, we're going to tap into this wire down here. It is that red with the blue stripe. That is the low beam. The red on the left, that is the high beam. That's actually a red with a green stripe. We're going to tap into those each, and between the two, we're going to be putting our diode. So I'm going to finish that up real quick, and then I'm going to get the other side done, put the battery back in, and test and make sure everything looks good. Fingers crossed everything's good. I actually need to get a new battery because this one keeps dying, and I don't know when that's going to happen because I just spent quite a bit of money on this car getting all the parts and stuff for it. Pretty soon I will be getting a new battery for it. I don't know if I'm going to get a yellow top like I did with the 240. I might get a red top, but I definitely want to get one of the two. Alright, so this side is totally complete, and I got my wires over here for the high and low beam, and then the ground, we're just going to ground on this side. But I'm really happy with how clean this came out. Everything is tucked behind this overflow, and if we pop this off, we got our two relays right there. It's nice and OEM. We got our ground going to the battery cable ground. This headlight's all done. We just have to get this one, and this one should be pretty simple. Alright guys, we have both sides wired up, so now we're going to throw the battery back in. Fingers crossed everything works good. So as you guys saw, everything works. So we have our parking lights, high beam, and then headlights. And because we wired it in with that diode, we are able to do the high beams and low beams at the same time for both headlights. And then we can have just the parking lights on if we want to, which I really probably will never have that. So everything is all good. And I'm really happy that we were able to put these relays in the factory fuse box. And this relay used to be over here. We're actually keeping it so we're able to still flash the headlights. So I just put a label on it so I don't forget. And I will be labeling these right now. We got everything all labeled, so now we won't forget what everything is. But I'll just run through everything real quick. So these relays are both getting power from this 15 amp fuse here, and they're getting grounded to the factory grounding cable. The trigger for the relays are going to the switches. Our low beams are going to the factory headlight switch, and the high beams are going to the factory high beam switch. And the trigger wires are actually connected with that diode, and the side that is blocked is the low beam. So when we have the low beams on, the high beams are not on, but when we turn the high beams on, the low beams will be on as well. And from there, they are going to the power for each light on the headlights. And everything looks clean, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Everything's working perfectly, so we're all done. So that is going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for some more R32 content. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did. Comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see on the R32, and then hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.